Are you struggling to believe that God is talking to us? Are you still doubting yourself that you're worthy enough that God even, would have his time to pay attention to such person? Well, I have a great news for you. Everything that you believe that you're not enough, that God is not talking to us, it's all a lie. In this society, we've been programmed to believe that God only talks to certain people. And if He does talk to those people, you'll see it. They will radiate, they'll be happier, they'll be so kind. And I'm here to tell you, God has input this quality in you too. It doesn't have to be 10 or 20, it could be just one precious quality that God expressing through you and without you even knowing or acknowledging that it's God, that it's a God-given gift that He expresses through you. And I will explain you how it's going to manifest in your life, how it's going to present itself in your life, how you doing the God's will without even knowing that it's a God will. And I'm here right now to unpack this biased beliefs that if you only go to church or if you go to the temple, if you read this book, I'm telling you that God is not sitting with the checklist and crossing, okay, this guy did not go to the church, or this guy was not baptized, or this is Muslim, this is Buddhist. It doesn't matter. God does not see us as a Muslim, as a Buddhist, as a believers and non-believers. This is a complete nonsense. It's a lie. This is exactly what the liar wants us to believe. And that creates a separation us from God. God is within us. He is expressing His personality through you. He's using you, this vessel. Remember I mentioned it, this bodysuit, the soul, our mind. He's expressing His best qualities through you, whether you acknowledge it or not. And I will tell you how you might pinpoint and just to have this little flicker of recognition. Wow, and it was God the whole time. And I'm telling you, we've been programmed to believe that you have to be this holy person walking with a halo above his head. No, this is not how God presents himself. Yes, you will have exhibit. Some people will exhibit more humility than the others. The others got blessed with a great sense of humor that can crack up any situation and just lift people up. The other God blessed with the blessing of being encouraged to give word or to help or to come in the most difficult situation and say something that would completely change the course of the trajectory where that person was going. And that could be you. You can recognize yourself. Or in other places, God would use some people to be those people. He would give them sense of what, like wisdom. They will be know exactly what to say at what point. And you can recognize yourself when you've been dealing with in your life, and all of a sudden you had a person in your life coming in and saying something to you that completely sounds non-religious, completely has nothing to do whether he believes in God or not, but he is giving you that breakthrough. Or maybe that was you when you were in the midst of the storm, or some very difficult situation, and you just found yourself this enormous amount of strength, and you just look at yourself, wow, I had no idea that I can persevere and be so strong. And that was God-given gift. That was God expressing his strength through you, so you will know that you are his. And just like I said, if you will just pay attention closely to your life, how do you come to other people? Yes, we have our bad sides. We have some things that we are not proud of. But I guarantee, if you want to start your journey with God, start with the baby steps. And the first step is to recognize that God is already expressing himself through your life, through your personality. We think it's our personality, but it's not. Every goodness that you ever done in your life, if you're one of those people who just never gossip, they just refuse to gossip. I know those people. That's the God's will in you. That's the God resistance in you that tells, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate that. So you become the person who is not gossiping. Or you could be that person who just walks in the room and just his presence itself bring peace. without even saying anything. You probably met that kind of people. Maybe that's you. You're the one who brings reconciliation. If that's your family, you are in the family, and you're the one who people come and, they want to consult with you. They want to tell you their problems. So you are the one who is reconciling them. You have that ability, not because you're so unique, but because that's what God is doing through you, the gift to people who is around you. That's how we know how God is manifesting in our life. It's not just the open sky and the voice from above. It's those little things that we think that are not important, but actually they speak the volume. And I encourage you today, examine your life, revisit those moments when you were the one, when you did something that you were not, that was completely out of your character. Or maybe it is your character. You think, I am the one who is always want to help people. I am the one who is always listening to other people's problems. I am the one who always bring the light in the people's life. Even in the war situation, if you come in, there's ideas popping in. I have people that just their presence itself, and whatever the company they go, their business just grow like for no reason. And we were talking, and as soon as the person leaves the company just collapses, so the revenue goes down. It could be you. So, and I'm giving you those all examples so you can relate. Or maybe you're the person who is a comforter. You're the one who people just like to go and confide because they know they can trust it. They know you will never break the word. You will never break the secret. And I'm telling you, this is already the strength that God put in you, and you taking it for granted. You think it's just it's just me. It's just, I was born this way. I'm telling you, this is how God, who lives inside you, find a way through you to express his character through you. So that's a first affirmation that he is within you. So now I want you to go back and just think about yourself. Just analyze yourself. How do you make people feel? I don't want you to go back and think what the bad thing you've done in your life. I'm not interested in that. I'm not going to even listen to that. I want you to go and remember the thing that you were good, the goodness that you bring to people. It could be a laughter. It could be a small gesture. Just think about it. And for one moment, just try to remember, this is not you. This is God character that is in you already, expressing through you. And now I have another question for you. Imagine if you start living your life recognizing that there is a God that lives in you and who is in constant communication with us. In constant 24/7, he talks to us. The question is whether or not we're paying attention. We'd rather to pay attention to lies, to distraction, and because it's so easy, it's so believable. And we would tend to ignore the reality, the real truth that the God himself resides in us. Doesn't matter of your beliefs, doesn't matter whether you go to church or you're Buddhist or Muslim or you're non-believer, it doesn't matter. He created all of us, and he put his spirit in us. And the question remains, the more you start to pay attention, because we've been programmed to pay attention to lies. We've been programmed our whole life to pay attention to the external world. Everything that happens outside of us is more important than it's happening inside. This is how we've been programmed. And that's the result of fallen world that we're living right now. And I'm telling you, as soon as you start to pay attention inwards, and just recognize, and I've given you already one proof. You can find one thing in you that make people feel better, good, or make them laugh, or you're the one who bring peace. Are you the one who bring the wisdom? Are you the one who is a comforter? Are you the one who people can trust and they know that person will never, ever, ever reveal my secret to anyone else? And I'm telling you, this is not you. This is God inside you, manifesting through you. So through you, he can help other people. And just imagine for a second, just for a second, if you would start dedicate to that God, to that goodness in you, at least 10, 15 minutes a day. Imagine how your life is going to transform. If you're actually going to sit down without your phone and start asking that goodness in you a question, like, what do you want me to know right now? Tell me. What do I need to know? Because we think we know what we need, but sometimes we chase something that we think we need, or that relationship, or that, or if I get that job, or if I get married, or if I, move to this country, and we finally be happy, and then we end up being unhappy again. So if the God himself resides in you, so then he knows all the questions about you, everything that you need, everything that is best for you. How about we, instead of going asking Google or AI or our friends, our parents, how about we go inside and ask God? Just ask him, God, what do you want me to do? What do I need to do with my life? What is this one thing I need to change in my life? Or what is this one thing that I need to change in myself so I can hear you clearly? In my case, it was to control my thoughts. In my case, it was once I start to pay attention what kind of thoughts, what kind of ideas I allow in my head and my heart. And the clearer my mind were, the more clear God's voice became into me. I don't know how God's going to work in your life, but I'm sure he has a plan for you. I really encourage you today, instead of focusing from outside, from the external world, which is also bring a lot of knowledge. I cannot argue with that. But telling you, there is a treasure lies inside of you, and you can already find the proof through your life. You've exhibit those characters of God in you. You exhibit that behavior that was honorable, that was admirable. And it doesn't have to be, you shouldn't be feeling like, oh, I'm not worthy enough. Oh, there's a lot of better people than me. I'm telling you, if you can find one thing, just one thing in you that makes a difference to others, I guarantee this is already a proof that God lives in you, and this is how he exhibits his personality through you. I hope this video helps you. And again, do not this world to dim your light. And God is waiting for you. He wants to communicate with you. He is giving you the invitation, and you are the one who has to make the first step and say, I'm in.